I thought we competed hard. I thought the guys played with intensity. I thought they played with good purpose. I thought both teams had a battle for ice, and I thought we got outstanding goaltending. Our penalty kill was spectacular, and I thought we played really well in the third period. I mean, they had 3 power plays, I think, in the third. 8 total, I believe, is what it was in the game. So, which is ridiculous, which is absolutely ridiculous. But we're the least penalized team in the league, and they have a deal last week where they're really upset with the referees and they make big complaints, and all the video and all the teaching stuff that comes out this week is basically trying to defend how Mankato didn't get screwed last weekend. And so this week, I mean, we get 8 penalties, like 8 minor penalties, and give me a break.
A lot of the things that you've been looking for, strong play after a goal, either for or against. Yeah. You got all that tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, we played. I thought I give our guys a ton of credit. Played through adversity, matched the intensity, played off of each other well. I think I have a ton of respect for Mankato and how they play the game. I think they've done it differently than we've done it. They went through the portal. They have 6 portal guys, 6 transfers on their team. I think Carabas might be the only one that's an underclassman, maybe. They might have another one in there, but there were 6, I believe, in the lineup tonight. Transfers, older guys, 50-year guys, from all over the place, St. Lawrence, BU, all over. We had obviously a much younger lineup in there, so 2 teams doing it differently that went at it hard on the ice. I think they've done a great job. I think they've done a great job with their team. You see the talent they have, the compete they have. Typical Mankato, regardless of who's behind the bench and things, 1-goal game, which every game seems to be, maybe an empty netter here or there. Every game seems to be like that when we play them for the last, half century.
Blake was outstanding as normal, but this night as well, he didn't really look like he had to be himself because the positioning seemed so much better than the last weekend.
It's the way we played in front of him. Mm-hmm. When we play in front of him a way that allows him to play with confidence, that's the way he plays. He's been good all year for us. It's really the way we've played in front of him that hasn't been, that has had to improve. And tonight, we played very well. I mean, I said today in the luncheon, we probably played our best weekend series, or including the July, in my opinion, at Mankato earlier in the year. And then tonight we may have played better than we played overall at Mankato. So I give our guys just a ton of respect, a ton of credit. Saying that, as Mel used to say, with that said, we'll get a rest and feel good, get a rest, get hydrated, get your recovery stuff in, and they're going to come at us tomorrow night with everything they have. And points in the standings are huge. Every point you can get in the standing is huge. I admire the way we finished the game tonight. I thought our guys played a tremendous job.
What was your impression of Marcus Pettersson being on the defense tonight?
I thought he did a good job, and we used him. It was nice having him there because I thought he did a good job in what he played back there for us. And then we ran into some issues where we needed to play him up front. And he did a good job there. So he was a valuable part of what we did tonight. He was a versatile, in the mold of Leibinger and guys we've had in the past that have bailed us out at critical times. He was able to do that. We needed him tonight, and. There are a lot of guys that I can't really speak of anybody that didn't put their best foot forward. Some played more than others, obviously, but there's not a player who wasn't all in for the crest down the front. Everybody I thought on the team was playing for Michigan Tech University and for the guys in the locker room. And I say all the time, it's easy to quit on yourself. It's hard to quit on somebody else. That's what hurts. That's what sticks with you. You can walk away from something and say, it didn't mean that much to me. But when you let somebody else down, that's a whole different, horse of another color. Go back to the Wizard of Oz. It's a whole different thing. And they played for the guy next to him tonight, sacrificed themselves, and it's a hard battle. There's guys in there banged up. There'll probably be some guys out of the lineup tomorrow that are banged up. But they got the win tonight, and hopefully that's the reward they get. That that they were able to come out with points tonight, where last Friday we get down to the 5-minute mark or whatever, and we didn't play well in the third, and we weren't able to close it. So extremely proud of the group, and now now we got to put our best foot forward tomorrow. Tonight is memory.
Big goal from Logan there to respond to their goal. Great play by Nick coming down the boards
Yeah,
on
did
that.
great, made a great play on it.
Yeah. Talk about his growth, Nick, as far as like where he is at this point in the season.
Yeah, you know what? We decided to give him a chance. We decided to give him a chance, and he's been consistent for us. He's been really good for us. He's got obviously has size limitations and things like that, but he does have a champion's mentality. He is a man about his business. He's a professional about the way he approaches things. And we decide, before we're going trying to get as much veteran and as much, and then we just decided, let's play the kid. And I give a lot of credit for that to Dan Farrell. Like, I'm talking to Dan on the phone, and Dan said, Joe, what do you think he can, I know you've liked him, you've said you liked him in the past, what do you, and you're right, we're going to play him. And he's been a good player for us in the lineup. He's consistent. He won a championship last year at Youngstown with Chase. I'm proud of him right now. I'm proud of what he's doing right now for us, and hopefully he can continue to grow.
It kind of seems like the stock on Cash Rasmussen's also rising right now. He's had the last couple of games have been pretty well. You put him up here with Logan and Jack tonight. Did you like his play tonight?
Oh yeah, he's earning it. I like the way he's practicing. I like his. He said to me in the week this week, we had last week was a tough weekend emotionally. We gave the guys Monday off. To just beautiful day. I really wanted to bring them out. I would have loved to have brought them on the portage and got pictures of them on the ice and got a team picture with the bridge in the background. When can you ever do that? I wanted them to change, to get a good feeling about themselves. But we did, because I didn't want the liability and the risk of somebody going through the ice. But they came Tuesday and they were down. And we had didn't have a long practice, had a bit of a video session, but I talked to the guy. I said, "Why are you guys down?" And Chase was the one that stood up, and I applauded him afterwards and thanked him. Called him in the office. He said, "Coach, right now I think there's just a lot of us that are having trouble believing. We were expected to do this and expected to do that, and you know what? I felt that too. We felt the pressure of underachieving." And then, you go to church on Sunday and you bring yourself back and, you get ready and you get excited and you start getting ready. Okay, let's try this on Monday. Saturday's game last week kicked us in the teeth. We gave up a goal late, didn't play a good third period, go to a shootout, score first in the shootout, have the lead, and then can't get another one to end the game. It was like they just came in and just swept victory from us twice. You know what I mean? And it was hard. That's hard. But we had a great talk about it, a little bit of a reset, and but Cash is the one that said, "Coach, I think we're having a little trouble in belief right now. We felt we'd be better, and the losses are piling up." I respect that. So what can we do about that, fellas? How can we pull together? How can we support you? How can you support each other? How can it's just a game, but we don't feel like it's a game. You go home and you wake up Sunday morning and it's it doesn't feel like it's a game. It feels like every priority in us is about hockey. You know what I mean? And that in itself is dangerous. You know what I mean? You got to be able to turn the page, and I think they turned the page a little bit.